How the hell y'all doing, baby? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're having a great day. I hope the sun is shining on you. Not physically, metaphorically. Anyway, it's Thursday, baby. It's Thursday, and it's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, so I'm glad you're here. And it starts off with Dwayne Twizzle, who jumped in first, followed closely by the remixtress. Thank you for being here. Jay Clayton is here. Stephanie is laying down. I seen the post earlier, Jay. She's not feeling well. I hope she gets well real soon. We send her our best. May I suggest flowers? I'm just guessing here, buddy. Richard Phillips is with us. Dolores Grant, so is Donald Ware. Jan Beats was first one jump in on Facebook. Thank you. Robin Lyons is here. Charles Stokel from Bensalem, Pennsylvania, baby. Seraphin Coley is here. Debbie Marie, Lauren McGrath, Dorothy Tyndall, Michael Leach, Raven Hawk, thank you for being here. Lady Freedom rocks, and indeed she does. And to all the ships at sea. Anyway, Paula Gepson is here. The Lioness Linda Collins is here. Pat Hunter, Blue Dot Dusty, thank you for being here, darling. Love the hair color. Timothy Coleman's here. Sue Van 50, Jess Coggins, Chuckster 255 is with us. Lauren McGrath, I think I said that. Brian Champagne, Candy 2, Francis Bradshaw, thank you for being here. Oh, Lord, my thing keeps jumping around. Anyway, Dorothy Tyndall. Anyway, how y'all doing, baby? Hope y'all are having a great day. I got the controls all to myself today, so I hope nothing happens. I hope everybody can hear me and we don't have any issues this time. But a lot going on, baby. First things out of the gate, the devastation that has been brought by Ida, and it is strapped this nation from the Gulf Coast of Louisiana all the way up into New England. It has left a devastating path. I could not believe what I was seeing last night in the news in New York City and in Brooklyn and the areas around there, Pennsylvania and stuff. It's the last count I saw was 42 dead already up there, and it is just it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's going to take a while for them to recover from this. Waters are still up in people's houses down in Louisiana. They're telling them it's going to be a long time, baby. I think down in Plaquemines Parish, there ain't no power lines anywhere. They're all gone, and they're going to have to replace it all just to get power down there, and it's going to take a long time to do it. Our nation is just we're in distress. We have the devastation of Ida. We have the wildfires out west that are burning people's houses up all over the place out there. We have a pandemic going on. We have a crisis in this country. And we can't seem to focus on them because of all the other shit that goes on. And it's sad. The talking on the talking heads today is a lot about the devastation and climate change and what that means, and you think to yourself of all the stories you've read about all the things that we're gonna do or things are gonna get better because we got this new program. We're gonna carbon capture, or we're gonna do some other shit, which is all just PR propaganda bullshit that they put out there to make you feel good because they're raking the dollars out of your damn pocket, to support carbon capture. That's a good one. That's always a good one. We're going to dump $60 million into something that ain't never worked. It's just bullshit while we keep just cooking this planet. And if that's not enough, we've got a pandemic. And we have people that are ignorant enough not to get the vaccine or fight about wearing a mask while thousands in the U.S. die. We have a crisis in this country, baby. And we're trying to do something, and even there, even within our house, within the Congress, we have problems. We can't get shit done. I cannot believe the Supreme Court let Texas abortion law stand. 5-4 decision, baby. Elections have consequences? Yeah, they do. With a 6-3 court, John Roberts was the only conservative that sided with the liberals. and let that law stand. A disgusting attack on the rights of women in this country. Like I said yesterday, baby, it's all Texas Taliban here, baby. That's what the Republican legislature has become here in Texas. And remind you that we are gerrymandered to shit, and there's ain't hardly a damn thing we can do about it except try to get out there and vote every time. Vote, vote, vote. It's the only option we have because we're up against liars, cheats, and thieves here. It's easier to carry a gun on the street than it is for a woman to take care of her personal needs. It's more difficult to vote in this country than in this state than any other state in this country now. You want to know where the Republicans are going? You don't have to look far, baby. They want to install a king. They want to be an authoritarian regime. Yeah, Kevin McCarthy griping about threatening private companies that if they go along with this request for information, we're going to get you. Just wait till the Republicans get in, and we're going to shut you down. Well, come to find out today, Kevin McCarthy's name is on that list of information they want. Well, Kevin, have a little reason extra there to gripe about it, to object. So, what does it say? I hear the lady protests too much. Yeah. And if we ain't got that, we got our own infrastructure shit that we're trying to get done. I'm going to turn that sound thing down. But we can't get that done because our own Democrats are trying to decide what the hell we're going to do. Joe Manchin's already making it plain and clear. 3.5 thousand, that's a trillion. That's too much. I don't know. We can't do that bullshit. Nancy Pelosi has already guaranteed by September 17th we're going to pass the infrastructure bill that has already passed the Senate. And all we have to do is reconcile it in the House and send it on up to the Hill, get signed. We ain't going to do that because, we want that 3.5. And it's a fight within our own party. Are you shitting me? I'm so sick of coming up with excuses of why we can't get shit done in this country. Why we don't have the money for this, that, and the other. But, oh, my God, let's start another freaking war tomorrow, and we'll have lots of freaking money pouring out of Washington. While our nation suffers, while we watch our citizens suffer, our lawmakers sit up on that hill and debate until the cows come home. So tired of it. We're debating infrastructure while we watch our infrastructure crumble, while we watch our electrical grid get knocked out en masse. Our bridges and roads, our hospitals that are over burdened as it is. But we won't discuss that. What Joe Manchin said, we have more pressing issues. Really, Joe, what is it? What is it? Because you seem to be standing in the freaking way of everything we're trying to do. Anyway, I see where the QAnon shaman pled guilty in in the capital case today. How about that shit? Pled guilty. Guess he lost faith in this guy. Yeah. Let me see if I can get these buttons pushed the right way. And it sounds like I do. Johnny Fly, are you with us?
I am. How are you?
I am doing fine, sir. How about you?
Well, I'm glad I survived. I didn't have to deal with any flooding where I'm at, but it rained pretty hard, I'll tell you.
I was indeed. I was worried about you. I called you to make sure you was okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I called several of our Blue Dots up in that area today, and the one I didn't make contact with, I'm worried. Julia Thompson, I have not heard from you yet. So if you're watching, please ring my phone, baby. You got my number. But yeah, I called Tim Cormall today, Chris Kloss. I called several people today that I know are in the path of this storm. And,
well, John, it seems that most of the real bad damage was like further eastern Pennsylvania, like southeastern all the way up New York City. What is it? Down past where my sister lives.
Right.
They got flooding, but yeah, New York City really got hit. I'm not sure how Connecticut fared out, but they got it worse up there than we did here. It rained. It would rain a little heavy, then it slowed down, but it never stopped raining. All day it was raining, but the afternoon it got really bad.
Yeah, I've been seeing been seeing the images on the news, and it's just terrible.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yep. Anyway, Johnny Flag, glad you're here, and Sparky Dunk. Spark, how are you, brother?
Oh, I'm hanging in there, John.
Hey, guess what I did? Oh,
What
Lord.
did you do?
Oh, Lord, I hear something. Yesterday, I did my show, right? Did my show, my rant, getting it uploaded and everything. And, I got in a hurry. I'm trying to tell Marcia I got to hurry up and get on Robin's show. I got to hurry up and get on Robin's show. So last night, after I did my rant and uploading it and everything, jumped on Skype, trying to find the it ain't there.
It was Wednesday.
Yeah, I figured that out later. Yeah, you ruined my whole punchline.
Are you losing track of
I am indeed. I was trying to get on the show last night, and indeed it was. And I really didn't realize it until today. I said, wait a minute.
There will be a show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
he just got back from his trip.
Okay.
So
Good. Well, I'll make
you
sure.
can look forward to tomorrow.
All right. Well, let's get everybody in the room here because I may ask one of you to moderate or facilitate, I should say, for a little bit. Ed, how are you?
I'm fine. John, how's everybody today?
Yeah, everything is fine except I'm shorthanded here at the house. And if I'm not mistaken, I just heard a bark, which means I may have to leave the set for a minute, but I'm going to put y'all here. And I'm sure that y'all could carry on a conversation without me for a minute if I wasn't on here. So on that note, Ed, thank you for being here. Bill Jones, how are you?
Sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, brother. How's everything out in North Carolina?
Oh, pretty good. I apologize. I haven't been around the last couple of shows. I did catch them after the fact, but I was busy on Sunday and Tuesday, and then yesterday. Yesterday was my hospital day. I had my every other year heart cath thing checking me out, and it was a long day, but I'm okay.
Well, good.
So.
That's the bottom line we like to hear. You're okay.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. I had two things I wanted to comment on. Well, actually three, because you brought up another one. Don't get down in the dumps about the Texas law against Roe v. Wade, because Nancy came on. I don't know if you saw her press conference, but they're going to vote next week on codifying Roe v. Wade.
Well, get after it. They need to. They need to, because it's under attack. This won't be the only one. They're going to use this as a direct assault.
What's his name down in Florida is already talking about doing the same thing in Florida. I'm going, oh, here we go.
Yeah. They caught Susan Collins today and asked her about when she was asking, I think it was Kavanaugh, about abortion. And they all answered, very ambiguously, middle of the road, it's settled law and all that, and then turn around and let this shit go by. It's ridiculous. And we see what kind of court we have.
The two good news is that I was going to bring up, because there's certainly a lot of bad news and a lot of negative shit, and the storm,
no shortage of that.
COVID and everything else. But the two good newses were, if people didn't catch it, is the grand jury up there in New York reconvened again today. And boy, oh boy, Donnie's getting nervous, folks.
I hope he's shitting his diaper. I really am. Anyway.
The other good news is I don't know if you saw the NBC or the CNN announcement. I'm going to read this last bleep to you, because I couldn't remember it all off the top of my head. It's about a paragraph long. CNN reporting 11 Republicans are on the list to be investigated by the Select Committee. This is January 6th committee.
Right.
This list is said to be evolving and could be added to investigation as it steps up. As of now, it includes Republican Representatives Lauren Boebert of Colorado,
surprise.
Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia,
Who would have guessed?
Jim Jordan of Ohio, Andy Biggs of Arizona, Paul Gosar, Arizona, Mo Brooks, Alabama, Madison Cawthorn, North Carolina. He's a jerk. What a jerk that guy is. Matt Gaetz of Florida.
You're
Louis
reading a
Gohmert
list of jerks.
Yep, Louis Gohmert and Jody Heiss of Georgia and Scott Perry of Pennsylvania. All 11 of them are under investigation by the January 6th Commission. Go, Nancy. I love you, girl.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Good. She's gonna have some issues to deal with here pretty quick.
Yeah. But that was hidden kind of on the back page of Good News today because of all the bad stuff on TV. But I wanted to let people know that the commission's working. The grand jury's back in investigation. So
yeah, you can see by Kevin McCarthy's name being on that list how come he protesteth so much.
Oh yeah, Kevin McCarthy's done a world of crap. Come on,
come on. Let's get TW in the room here real quick.
If you can let Travis know that probably late next week after the Labor Day weekend, I will get with them or DM him or something. We can arrange a phone call, and then we'll share the. By then, I'll have all of the San Antonio information. I want to share with him so he can get it on the website a good 2 months ahead, so that people have time.
Yes, and we're talking about the November 13th Blue Dot Family Hookup Meeting in San Antonio, Texas.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for letting me in the door early so I could let you do. I'm gonna go get some rest. I didn't sleep for 2 days. So.
Well, Bill, take care of yourself. Get some rest, brother, and take care of yourself. And appreciate you coming by.
No worries, man. You be safe, y'all.
You take care, Bill. We love you. All right.
We're gonna win this thing, guys.
Oh hell yes, we are. Yeah, if I have to drive around this nation and drag everybody's ass to the polls one by one. Anyway, Bill, thank you very much for being here.
You bet. Right. Take care.
You bet. And TW, are you in the room?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you been doing, brother?
Well, I had mic problems a few minutes ago, so I just didn't know. So, but yeah.
But you're in the room now?
Hanging in there.
Good deal.
We're hanging in there, yeah.
All right. Now comes one of those situations I just asked you about. Do you think you can carry a conversation here for a few minutes? Just a few minutes.
Yeah, you guys.
Okay, I'm going to take my headset off.
You guys want to talk about all the garbage going on?
Well, remember, y'all.
Right now?
Now, remember, y'all are the entertainment for everybody here on YouTube and Facebook. No pressure, mind you, but it's y'all's voices that are going to carry this show for the next couple of minutes whilst I go assist my wife. Because, like I said, everybody's gone right now. First one won't be home for a little while yet. And so I got to help her real quick.
That.
So I will return in just a second. Y'all go for it. What is this silent shit?
No problem.
Okay.
No problem. Well, hey guys, what do you guys think about this? The humidity going on today? Because I think that it's going to happen pretty quickly. I think that this, they got Lowen Bobart. They've got a lot of people on there. Plus, all of the people just, going about their day like, oh, this is no big deal, but then they're going to try to prosecute. They're going to try to prosecute the people that are going to give up all the goods. What do you guys think? I think it's kind of crazy. I think that's a little bit of intimidation and stuff like that.
I agree. It's taken too long. It's just taken too damn long. I mean, there needs to be swift justice. I mean, you can't do this forever.
I mean, what do you guys? What do you think, Johnny Fly? What do you think on that?
All right, that's too much goddamn dead air there. See, y'all got to practice your shit here now. Come on.
I just out a little bit. Okay, can you just?
Well, I can see we were paying attention there, Johnny.
Okay, well, hey.
What were y'all talking about?
What do you think?
What I heard talking about the same thing. But what's this thing with?
With what?
Oops, he's breaking up.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, I got distracted. Well, wait, I got distracted just like you do, John. So we're just almost the same age. So forgive me. But
what? You calling me senile?
I was. Parsley.
What happens? I leave the show for less than a minute, man. Less than a minute, I'm already there. He's a senile sucker. He can't come. Huh?
No, we were
think,
talking about
what's his
the
face?
committee.
We were talking about the
and-
committee.
Yeah, we were talking about the committee. Johnny Fly's kind of breaking up a little bit in my headset. I don't know if you're getting the same thing. But
We're both sitting all together, John.
Let me see if I can make
Well,
this
see-
work.
See,
okay.
the talk there, but and yeah.
Let me see. Who'd I just
Go
bring in? The
Okay,
I
what?
just brought in
Jeremy.
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 Me. It's all about me.
It's all about you, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good, but Johnny, I'm not sure if you know this, but your connection either is shot or something, because I'm getting every third word.
Yeah, we're getting
breaking
every
up. There's
third
lots of
word or
wind
every
behind your voice.
fourth word.
Yes,
cutting me
sorry,
out.
John Fly.
Yeah, I just think you're breaking up the stream because it's something to do with your volume. But otherwise,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. But before you were broken up, every other word was. Yeah, we can hear you now. But John, I'm good. Everything's
Okay.
fine up here.
Good.
Hold on,
Good.
The hurricane missed northern Vermont, but it slammed, I guess, parts of southern Vermont and parts of us in Pennsylvania. And I've got family directly in Brooklyn. I asked my
Lord.
parents there about them. Hopefully they're fine.
Yeah.
But I'm a little worried. I didn't realize how bad New York got hit until I woke up this afternoon.
Yeah. I just did not expect to see what I saw last night. I really didn't. All of a sudden, the news started coming on, and they started showing pictures of New York and Brooklyn and whatnot, New Jersey. Boy, howdy. That was a lot of rain.
I
Oh,
applaud
well,
Nancy for what she's doing, but I want her to add another 130 names to everyone that voted
Yeah.
to not
To not
say,
sort
hey,
of,
he really got elected.
Yeah.
They all need to go down. Every last one of them.
this,
I
it's
agree.
it's going to continue on. This is just the beginning. They just came back from their August recess and all that. We were waiting on them to get here, and now it's going to pick up the pace. And
But
the
first of
rubber's-
all,
go ahead.
add Cancun fucking Cruz. He needs to be the first to be added.
Yes.
Hey guys,
Well, we already know
am
part
I
of his.
coming?
Go ahead, Johnny.
Am I coming in? Am I coming in better now, John? Can you hear me clearly?
I
little
can,
bit better.
I can hear you a little
John
bit better.
Fly,
Still breaking up a little bit.
Oh, really? Because I had to close my browser because maybe you can catch him or somebody.
No, you're coming in clear now.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
Fine. You're
I
fine
have-
now. You were robotic before. You're better now. Much better.
Well, yeah,
Whatever
what
you're
happened-
doing, leave it like this.
Well, right. What happened is I was alerted that there's possibly a troll. I don't know if it's on YouTube or what. And I tried to go in and moderate it. And every time I open up my browser, it affects my mic here and my, signal.
Right.
So I don't know, John, if you want to keep an eye if you see them.
I'll try
Keep
to
Keep
keep
an eye
my-
out because I can run 3 different things right now.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right,
But
let me
yeah,
thank,
that's. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I want to thank Catman56, our buddy Keith, who came in with $3 and said short on the donation tonight after sending a little help to Aaron Trombley. Well, buddy, thank you very much for the
Thanks.
donation, but thank you even more for
Awesome.
helping out Aaron Trombley, who is running for town council. Y'all know this, up in Morrow, New York. That's her Facebook account. That is her official Act Blue. So yes, if you can help Aaron out, we already found out it's not cheap to run an election. So she needs the help. So yes, if you could send her a few bucks, we'd surely appreciate it. And Aaron, way to go, baby. We're so proud of you.
I still say, John, you should run
Well,
against
John-
Michael Clark.
What's that, Jeremy?
I still say you should run for
Oh, Ed, I'm sorry.
against Michael Clark, John.
I know.
I would donate you $500,
And I blew it, huh? Right there.
but I do
No,
want
you
to.
know,
I want to say the Southern, my electrical company, Southern Company, is coming down there to help you guys out after Ida. And of course, you know what's cut. And of course, I was on my Twitter today, and John Snyder, the former star of the Dukes of Hazzard, blames Biden for the storm.
Well, of course it's
God.
Biden's fault. Of course it is. It's God's way of punishing all the libtards. That's what it is.
John Snyder doesn't know his head from his ass, so whatever.
what the hell do they have against Biden? I mean, come on.
He's,
have a problem with
he's not
He's the
not
president
Trump.
now.
That's the problem
Yeah.
they have with him.
They're-
He's not Trump.
Man, That's right. Their man didn't make it in, and they're like crybabies. Oh, well, he's screwing everything up.
He's
Give me
doing
a
a
break.
bang-up job right now so far.
I think he's
And
doing fine.
under immense pressures. We have a lot of problems going on in this country all at once.
Well,
Yeah.
what we were talking about, John, before you left, we were trying
Before
to
I
get
interrupted you,
And then
go ahead.
Johnny Fly, we couldn't get him in the room because we heard every other room. But we were talking about the committee because I said, well, what do you guys think about this and that? Because I think it's a little bit of intimidation on their part, and, it needs to be handled. I think some of those people need to basically, witness tampering, go to jail type crap.
I think there's a lot of shit that was done that is go to jail type crap. A lot. Leo, how you doing?
Not bad. How are you, John?
I'm hanging in there, brother, every day.
I don't know if
Hey,
you saw my
Leo.
post this morning. Did you see what I was doing this morning?
No, I did not. What's up?
Chasing goddamn pigs.
Chasing pigs.
I ain't lying.
Did you grab one?
Yeah, no.
Oh, damn.
Very funny. Very, very funny thing. They got. I heard some shrieking going on. I just heard this ungodly shriek. Thought it was a woman getting killed, and then I realized there weren't no words being said. Listened a little closer and said, "Wait a minute, that's my neighbor's pigs." So, got in touch with my neighbor and said, "Today doesn't happen to be, butchering day, is it?" And thinking at the same time, if it is, you guys are doing it wrong because there's a lot quicker, easier ways than that screaming.
Yeah.
But no. So I run over there with my shotgun, and I go over and find that the pigs have gotten out. Now, they have two Rottweilers. The thing that a lot of people don't know is that Rottweilers are actually a herding dog, and that's part of why they have them. Well, the Rottweilers had been trying to force the pigs back in. They were trying to get out the gate, so the pigs let up a bunch of noise. But the whole mess ended up getting me covered in mud, and the pigs did end up getting back in the gate.
It sounds like a fun day. That sounds like a fun adventure
It doesn't
right
get
there.
better than hanging around in pig shit. By the way,
man.
John,
Yes, sir.
it seems to me that you're living in it right now. What in the hell is going on in your state besides your neighbors?
Yeah, just besides my street, we're talking about my whole freaking state. Are you shitting me? We got the Texas Taliban down here, baby. They're
I'm
going to
telling
make
you,
the
man,
rules.
That is it. Well, that's what I did today. I made mention of you yesterday on yours, saying that, funny, we're thinking the same way. Mine today was on the American Taliban, and that you guys seem to be Taliban headquarters down there.
We're working on it, baby. Yeah, we're trying.
that.
We're trying to show the rest of the country what a Republican country would look like. You know,
Abbott really likes to stir up trouble, don't he?
Well, it goes beyond Abbott, though. It really, really does. One of these things is that we're seeing, and John, I'm picking on you because it's Texas.
Well, go ahead.
Is standing out right now. But one of the things that we're seeing is this country devolving further and further into theological belief trying to control us rather than laws that protect our rights.
yeah, you give the Christians half a chance, and we will have a Christian Sharia type law. Yeah.
We are, well, and
They
guys
would
are
just
building
as
it
soon
down there right
control
now. It's
every
the
bit of
model.
your life. You know.
It's the model down there right now. That's exactly what I was talking about today.
Leo, did you hear about Governor Abbott's new dress code for schools?
Please tell me.
Oh,
Please.
it's a cute little outfit for girls. It's a little red cloak with this little white
I
cap.
believe that.
Yeah.
You know
it's
what?
Gonna, it's
That's
going to be all
one
the
of the
rage
things
down here.
that happened.
It's going to sweep the
One of the
nation.
things that happened down there that I love, John, was when he started running his shitty ass mouth about masks. Rather than listen to him and deal with his bullshit, some of your people down there said, "Okay, we got another way around it. Our local school board can decide what the dress code is."
Dress code. That's
You
right.
know what? Mask is a goddamn
it's
part
it's
of
a
the
dress code.
code.
Yeah, it's not a safety thing or a medical thing. It's part of our new dress code. Yeah.
So
Isn't it sad that we have to resort to that shit though? I mean,
that's the whole point, John.
it is.
That's a good idea.
I've said it before that Governor Abbott and DeSantis and that one up there in, what is it, South Carolina, I think, they're going to pay a price for this shit. They're going to pay a
But I
price
hope
because,
they do.
yeah, because
Mine ain't none better.
what?
Mine ain't none better, and I got Marsha Blackburn back in the
I hate that lady.
fuck.
Yeah, she wants
So the way-
she wants
the way you
accountability.
guys are,
She wants accountability, and I'm all ready to give it to her too.
the way you two are talking, it sounds kind of like the Salem witch trials.
But isn't it that exactly? That's where we're heading.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That's
this whole
Texas
bounty
style.
on people doing abortion.
That's
now. The
exactly
bounty
what
on
they
people
did.
doing-
And you don't think
I was
there's a
gonna call
bunch of
them McCarthy,
right-wing nut job, Bible-thumping people here in Texas that aren't going to jump on that opportunity?
You
And-
know they will. And
Yes,
not
they
just there,
will.
it's gonna-
Yes,
it's
they
going
will.
to spread.
They'll have
It's going
preachers
to
up in the pulpit giving out names and addresses. Go ahead and sue. Hell, the Uber driver. If you catch an Uber, the Uber driver can get sued. You watch
John,
these
you know what?
right-wing
We
nut
need
jobs
to-
come out of the woodwork.
There's a thing
What
we
happened?
need to interject here
Huh.
while I'm saying all of this and
What?
you're saying all of this. One place that John and I differ, and it's a big difference, but we
Oh,
love
big
each other still.
Who's
I
that?
happen to be a Christian pastor,
Yes. Yes.
and I look at this
And I pray
say,
for you every day, brother. I'm praying for you.
Holy fuck, this is the Handmaid's Tale.
Yes. You can see that
Absolutely.
in the way they want to take this country. It would be a while before we got there, but you bet your ass if they could, they would. And let me thank Pat Hunter, came in with a $5 donation and said, "We don't have a border crisis, we have a climate crisis. Wake up, Republicans!" Outstanding, Pat Hunter. Thank you very much, brother. We appreciate that tremendously. Yeah, we don't have a border crisis. We have a problem with this earth cooking. Just
But you know
cooking
what,
away.
John?
Huh.
John. Oh, go ahead. Somebody was.
I was going to say on what Baker Leo was trying to say was to add on to that. Last night, Rachel was doing an interview
Right.
with the abortion clinic, which Davis stood up for back in whenever they tried to shut it down last time. And they said as the sun was going down, the people outside, anti-abortion protesters, turned on heavy spotlights and lit up the building so they could see who came out after midnight.
This is not the first time this has happened. One of the things I talked about today, those of us that were alive back before Roe versus Wade, remember the police would go outside of suspected abortion providers. They would bring the women out and they would do a pelvic examination right there. Right now, today, there are people outside of states where it's still legal writing down fucking license plates.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They try intimidation any way they can because they're a bunch of
And this is
disgusting
just about imposing
assholes.
their religious belief.
I just don't buy into their religious belief. I don't, because if they're
I don't
religious,
either.
if they believed that, we wouldn't have such a homeless problem. We wouldn't have such a. Wait a minute,
John.
Felda.
Religion is.
I didn't know you
their
was in the room.
religion is- yeah, the religion that they are spouting is not a religion; it's a cult.
It's a cult, baby.
They've drank the
That's
fucking
right.
Kool-Aid.
Felda, how are you?
I'm good. I'm pissed.
Not at me, right? At
Hell no.
that
If
other
I
fella,
was,
right?
you'd know it.
Okay. No, I
If
didn't.
it was you, you'd know it.
Yeah, I would too. I would.
By the way, hi, Melda. I haven't heard your voice in a while.
Hi, Leo. I haven't heard yours either. I keep missing you.
Well, that's all right. I'm
Get
out
on
there.
schedule.
Notif- I
Hey, it's good to hear you. It's good to hear you,
notifications
Velda.
do not- Notifications don't come through half the time on Facebook.
I got
Yeah, it's good to
problems
hear
with
you,
my
Velda.
Facebook. I'm surprised they let
Well,
me on
anyway,
tonight.
for all of that, guys, I'm going to get going pretty soon. I just wanted to pop in and tell you I'm still alive and that I now know
Well,
how
Leo,
to chase pigs real good.
We appreciate you coming by here, brother. And for those that y'all don't know, that's Leo Sahaki, Biker Wisdom and Thoughts. You can find him on Facebook. Go by there and give him a like and a follow, and tune into his rants over there.
Yeah,
Well,
he's got
you'll be finding me on YouTube pretty soon, too.
outstanding.
Awesome.
He's got
Outstanding.
a good talk when he gets going. Leo, good to hear from you.
Good to hear from all of you guys, too. Go ahead and share this shit when you're done.
Share this shit and hit that like button
Leo.
down there at the bottom of the page too, please. Would you, please? Hey, did y'all notice the count? We was talking about the other night. After my last show, there were 18 thumbs down.
Oh, yeah.
And the next day I woke up and there was only 10. And now there's only 9. They're backing up.
2 a minute ago.
Oh, well, yeah, I get 4 because I know who those people are. I can wave at them out the window. Huh?
YouTube caught my fake accounts, goddammit. I mean, I went in
Oh,
there
they make fake
those
accounts all the
down.
time. Yeah.
How many of you listened today to President Biden's address to the nation about the disasters that have hit?
About the what?
The fire and the Hurricane Ida.
I saw him speaking
Did you
about.
hear him?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard
Yeah, I
part
heard
of it.
him. I listened to the whole
I got
thing.
bits and pieces of them.
Oh my God. That was just so reassuring. And I loved it when he took the insurance companies to task for not
I heard
getting
that.
the monies
Yes.
to the people who need it for housing.
Yeah. It's
I'll tell you what. That's the sound of a president, man. He knows what he's doing.
That's the biggest thing we can all appreciate is the fact that we have somebody out there that actually makes sense, that whole sentences make sense, actually forms them into a cohesive group of sentences. Yeah. And not a one of them are look how great I am.
We have a real president.
What's
Did
that?
he promise to throw a bounty? Did he promise to throw a bounty at them?
No.
No.
No, but he did happen to mention that there's over 30,000 linemen on the way to Louisiana.
Yeah, he did.
And he did announce that 2 of them have been killed already.
Already. 2 linemen have already been killed.
You know what, John?
What?
I looked at, what we got up here in the Northeast and stuff is nothing compared. I mean, I don't write that off as nothing, but could you imagine if that would have happened, the same amount of destruction that happened in Louisiana? I mean, it's unthinkable. Why it hit it at 140 miles an hour. I mean, and we only got a little bit. It wasn't so much of wind as it was rain. So there's a lot of power and water. But
there is
could you
a
imagine?
lot of power in a
Oh,
storm.
yeah.
The winds were clocked at 107. It hasn't been verified yet. But they're saying the winds were clocked at 170 miles an hour. And
Wow.
the Mississippi flowed backwards.
Yes. The Mississippi River reversed course because of all that pushing of the
Hey,
water.
John?
Yeah. Yes.
This is kind of ironic. When I made landfall in New Orleans, this came the same anniversary of
Hurricane Katrina.
Hurricane Katrina.
Right. Yeah, it's
But I
kind
do
of like
want
a
to say
slap in the
also,
face.
there was also one more. The guy that tried to assault the MSN NBC reporter
Yes.
was arrested.
Yes, he's being charged.
The asshole. People can be assholes.
There's plenty of them out there, but I don't think there's ever a shortage of jackasses in our country.
No, I believe you.
Oh, yeah.
All these reporters, they're assholes. Don't you? Everybody in the room agrees with me.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh, by the way, John, I took that horse penicillin stuff, and it has no effect. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Clean them bowels out for damn sure. I can just hear all them people.
There is only one thing that you can buy from a farm store, if need be, because there's nothing else, but it's made purified just like anything for human use, and that is just the plain old penicillin.
Penicillin?
That's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing. And you have to have a prescription from the vet.
I would think so. I'm listening to see if I'm being called.
Well, what's the thing about the penicillin? I missed part of that conversation.
Yep, I'm being called. All right, that's...
Oh, go for it, John.
I am indeed. Velda, would you continue on with the conversation for me, please?
Sure will. What I was saying, Travis, was that the only thing that you can get from Tractor Supply or something like that you could use for human consumption in an emergency situation is penicillin. It's refined. It's the same thing as we use as humans. It is in dose sizes on the jar for big animals. From sheep to horses to cows.
You can also buy bag balm, but that's not maternal, of course.
Yeah. No, bag balm is great for your hands, your lips, your skin.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
I mean, you could do the alcohol if you need to disinfect.
But you can't use it internally, obviously. But it's one other thing you can buy as a human that's intended for animals too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can do the alcohol in case you need, like, to have a disinfectant. I mean.
Hey, did anybody hear about that Joe Rogan guy? I think that's his name. He's a talk show or something. He does a podcast. Yeah. What's this? He's taking all these medications, include that, Ivermectin or whatever it's called. Ivermectin, I think they call it. Yeah.
The horses dewormer.
Yeah, and he sits there and says, well, I'm throwing the kitchen sink out what I've got, COVID. Like, hello, I'm amazed he's still alive. He looks like shit.
Well, he's taking the horse dewormer, which will basically, it'll either cure you or kill you. So probably kill him, but
He's gotten a monoclonal antibody, so he'll probably survive.
Yeah.
All of the right-wing wingnuts that do the broadcasting for anti-vaxxing and all that, 3 of them have died from COVID.
Yeah.
And you would think, seeing that, you think they were like, oh, maybe there is something to this, and I shouldn't be, I should get vaccinated. But no, yeah,
people are scared to death that those vaccines have tracking shit in their arms.
And people don't, the thing people don't realize, and we've talked about this several times, is you're not being tracked. Your phone.
If I talk, my cell phone tries to sell me shit next minute.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they want to track, think about it. You have a cell phone, right?
You're being tracked by your cell phone.
Yeah. And I'm sure if you're driving a car, a modern car, I'm sure there's implements in there.
There's a black box. There's a black box
in my pickup.
Yeah.
But they don't think about this. But boy, don't take that vaccine. Who the hell sits around thinks up this shit like you're going to turn into a magnet? Excuse me?
Honey, in my pickup, I've got Sirius.
Yeah.
With having Sirius built into my truck, it's an automatic tracking that they can track my truck to where it's broke down.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
I saw
go ahead.
I saw some of those anti-vaxxers today. There's someone I sort of follow because it's hilarious to see her post. And she was talking about, how we have all these breakthrough cases and people getting the shot are still getting COVID. And I didn't say anything because she's a fucking religious nutcase.
Yeah.
But the point is, yes, they're still getting it, but they're not fucking dying because they have the shot. It's saving them from traumatic incidences of sickness for the most part.
Well, you know what this is? You know what this is, if I may interject here, but it's like, it's just like the guy across the street. He has a detailing business on cars. But we started talking one day, and he said, oh, yeah, I don't want this vaccine because it's the mark of the beast. These religious nut jobs, now they take scripture literally. They'll look in Revelations. Well, the number of the beast is 666, so you can't take the mark on the forehead or the right hand. Well, they've gone beyond that. It's like a vaccine. Well, God, I get my vaccine in my left arm.
It's a chip.
So I guess that throws that theory out, doesn't it?
That's what they were just saying in the chat. It's a chip. There's a chip in there. They track everything.
Oh, this lady's a new.
There was a chip in there.
She's one of the believers that Jesus Christ appeared to the Native Americans before he disappeared from Earth.
We're all going to disappear from Earth. We are fleas on this planet. I want to apologize for leaving the room. It's nothing earth-shattering. I have an elderly dog. Nobody else is here. And when she needs help, if anybody knows me, I love my animals. And that's, I woke up this morning and gave Jenny a pedicure. Did them hooves this morning.
You're a good daddy, Don.
Yeah, she don't think so when you're tired to the tree. Yeah, I want to thank Catman56 who came in with a donation and said, a race to watch and help is Marcus Flowers versus Marjorie Taylor Greene. Indeed, that's one I'm going to be watching. And a big thank you to Ben Stroud, who came in with a $50 donation. Ben, be careful. Thank you very much. And said Governor Greg Abbott of Texas, Henry McMaster, Governor of South Carolina, Governor Mike Parson of Missouri, Florida, Governor Ron DeSantos, Tennessee, Bill Lee, Governor of Alabama, Kay Ivey, Governor are all are going to pay for this when they go to swerve. They are, yes. Yeah, because these are the right-wing nut jobs that would just as soon let to see their whole community die off on the hill of the mask. We're not taking the mask. Freedom, freedom. They'll never take our freedom. Are you shitting me, asshole?
John Fly.
John, I gotta talk to somebody.
Go ahead.
The Feral Female Society. I understand that you bought the penicillin and amoxicillin, but when I bought the penicillin for my cow, I got it in a quart, and they gave me the
a quart.
They gave me a prescription quart because I had to give her 3 shots a day. It was a prescription because it was a big bottle.
Boy, howdy shit. I don't think penicillin works on me anymore.
Tractor Supply.
I took penicillin daily, every day since the time I was, let me see, probably about 16 years old until the time I was probably in my late 20s at least. Every freaking day. Had to take a penicillin pill. Got a bad heart. So, really, I had a heart murmur, and I have a bad valve, and they're always afraid of me. That's what they did back in the 60s, man. Penicillin cures everything. Take this, and I kept taking it. They kept giving it to me. I finally quit. Said, piss on it. Shit'll never work when I need it.
See, maybe you needed hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Yeah, Velda. Yes, Velda.
It was a preventative from you getting a cold and having it.
Yeah, I had rheumatic fever when I was young. Tough. I had rheumatic fever and strep throat like back to back. You ever had strep throat?
Yes.
And everything you taste, everything you put, it tastes like shit. Everything you put in your mouth tastes like shit. I don't care what it is. Jello tastes like shit. I remember it. Disgusting little bit.
Anytime I come down with a cold or something like that when I was a kid, I ended up with a prescription for penicillin.
That was a popular drug. It still is. It's still a powerful drug. But nowadays
it still works for me.
Yeah. And Raven Hawk says penicillin is the only thing that works on me. None of these new antibiotics work on me. Penicillin's old school shit, man. Been around a long time. You know? Oh, Lord.
John, if I can fly.
Yeah.
If I could go back to the vaccine and the mark of the beast and everything.
Yeah.
Some say it could 5Gs. Well, I like some fast internet. I want some fast internet. I like some high internet.
I didn't know I had to make a deal with the devil. Is that
I like
go ahead.
Vaccine.
Yeah, if it gave me high-speed internet, put the needle in, baby. Let's go. I'll be my own hotspot.
A chair right now with a light bulb up your butt.
That's true.
Yeah, that's.
And to go directly to somebody who knows exactly what putting a light bulb up your butt can do. How you doing, Steve from Georgia Stan? How are you?
Uncle John, what's going on, brother?
Ain't nothing to it, brother. How are you?
Hi,
Steve. Doing good. Hi, everybody. Good to see everyone.
So what's going up in Georgia Stan?
Oh, long day, man. I had my head so far in work, I hadn't even had time to pay attention to politics or any of that. I had to give a presentation in front of about 50 people today. So.
Oh hell! Did a bang up job though, right?
Yeah, I nailed it.
Good.
But I was just nervous, I'm a musician. I'm used to playing in front of 4,000, but take my guitar away, and I'm gonna nervous wreck, man.
Steve, you didn't notice any people falling asleep in the audience when you talked, did you?
Well, I've seen a few of them yawn, so there's that.
Oh.
So that's never a good sign, you know.
Well,
you can only
but
hold
they-
someone's attention for 20 minutes, you know.
Well, hey, you did a good job, I'm sure. If they fall asleep,
The
you
crowd
know.
can be intimidating, especially when you're face to face. It's a lot easier right here where I am. I'm just in front of a camera. This is one of the bedrooms in my house. I know where I am. You walk on the stage in front of a lot of people, you better have something to say.
Yeah.
But Uncle John, circling back to your penicillin,
Yes.
my mom had rheumatic fever, and she had to take it daily too. And then they cut her back to just before you see a dentist, take it. So I don't know if you went that route or not. And it's not that the penicillin gets working; it's whatever bug is out there or infection is out there, it becomes penicillin resistant.
Right. Yeah.
So the penicillin itself will still work in perpetuity.
Oh,
It's just
I assume it
whatever's
would.
out there, you know, yeah.
'cause it's
Whatever's
been
out
many
there,
years
it
since I
becomes
quit.
resistant.
Yeah.
The same thing's happening with amoxicillin now. That's the go-to.
Indeed.
Seems to be. So. that's what it is.
And indeed, we have viruses and diseases that tend to have try to overcome that vaccine. That's how come we have a different flu shot every year.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well,
a little
they get
variation on the
smart,
flu.
you know. They get resistant.
And the thing is, the high-powered antibiotics, they're so well overused that folks become resistant to it. And it's because they overuse it.
Absolutely. Every time you get a sinus infection, you know, that's your go-to. When you could just use a saline rinse, it would probably clear it up, you know.
I'm a
Well, I
big
know in
believer in
my case-
penicillin.
Well,
Beyond the pill I took every day for years, but for reasons I don't really want to discuss on here.
I know in
can
my
read
case,
between the lines, brother.
in my case, I've had. Well, I don't have to worry about it now. All my teeth are gone. But when I had teeth problems or something, they took a tooth out. I had to take amoxicillin. Boy, I tell you what, that stuff's good. It really works.
Oh yeah, if you
It
go to a
works.
dentist for pain, and he gives you 2 prescriptions, usually he'll give you a pain pill there, and then he'll give you an antibiotic. Yeah, fuck that pain pill. That ain't gonna stop the pain. It's that other booger that's gonna stop the pain.
Yep.
Yeah.
John,
Yes.
years ago I went to my dentist and I had a hell of a toothache. He says there's nothing wrong with your tooth. You have a sinus infection.
Sinus
They
infection.
gave me, because my teeth are up in my upper teeth are in my sinus cavity.
Holy
The
shit.
roots of them are. And so, at that point, he says, if you ever get another toothache, your front teeth, which are my eye teeth and stuff like
Right.
that, he says, don't worry, just call me and I'll get a prescription called into the pharmacy for you.
Boy, howdy shit.
So,
Well, a sinus infection will aggravate a toothache and
Oh, hell
vice
yes.
versa.
Yes.
Yes, it will.
Vice versa.
It's all up in that general area up there.
Yep.
You know,
I never had
Hey,
to go
well,
to the doctor for a
this is your
sinus
personal
infection. I
hygiene
just called
portion
my
of the
dude.
question. Please remember to brush your
Yes.
teeth. Follow.
Well,
Don't
you know
forget the
what?
floss.
Clean teeth
Well,
with
I-
Uncle
That's
John.
right. That's
I
right.
have problems sometimes, like with my right ear, or I get get pains or something. And I finally went to the doctor about it. This was quite a few months ago. And here he said, "You know what you have?" I said, "No." He said, "You have a dysfunctional eustachian tube." As if everything else is not
Yeah,
dysfunctional.
you're
I
gonna
mean,
have
now
to
I
send
have
it
to
to
have
therapy.
functional.
Maybe
I'm
it'll help.
telling you. Yeah, it was. Thanks, John. You're such a.
That's
buddy.
me. That's me. Just a
Hey,
What?
fair is
No, I
fair.
still-
Fair is fair. If I call you senile, you can call me dysfunctional. How's that?
How many others of you out there are feeling like me? I feel like I'm 21 and I can conquer the world, but my body says "fuck you."
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
That
that's me.
sounds like me.
That's me. My brain says, yeah, let's go get this shit. My body says, fuck you. I'm sitting right here. You go do it. Oh, man. I am notoriously known for being a fairly dangerous man. I can hurt myself on a drop of a hat, man. You send me out to do something, chances are I'm coming back bleeding. I don't give a shit what it is. Some part of me is going to bleed, probably.
But that's only in your mind, right, John?
See,
I wish.
now, John,
I saw a comment the other day on the show, and it said, John, why is your arm so purple? Why is your right arm purple? So I'm after the show, and I'm over there looking at my arm going, well,
why are you purple?
Why am I purple over here? Shit, they're just bruises. Just bruises. Ain't it pitiful when you get old? I can bruise myself easily. But don't stop me
John,
from doing it. What?
You're on a blood thinner.
If you
now
see, if you were a Bible reader, you'd know that one scripture verse. I don't know where it is, but it's
that would be God striking
Paul
me
says,
down.
I bring my body under subjection. So see, when it tells you that you want to sit on the recliner or sofa or whatever, you just say, no, I'm gonna do what I want to do and go out and take a 10-mile walk.
Indeed. There you go. I need to. As a matter of fact, I was talking to Mama the other day about that. Because believe it or not, when we used to travel around, we used to like to hike, going on a trail or somewhere. We got hiking sticks with all these tags of all the places that we've been nailed onto your little stick. And I like to. I like nature. I enjoy it. So
can't go to the mountains of California this week.
No. Hell, half the places out west you can't go to because they're on fire. Ain't that some shit?
All the national forests are closed.
And let me thank Cat Daddy, who came in here with $2 to remind me. John, did you check out T-Mobile Internet for rural? Oh, wait, I missed. There we go. No, not yet. Are you shitting me? I got a list of things to do. But that's one I need to check out. I wish with this new infrastructure thing that the rural broadband would be in there. And Jeremy McDonald, who is in the room with us. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Came in with $5. Jeremy, we appreciate it, brother. Pays the bills, baby. I'm telling you. And for internet out here, it's like $100 a month. And that's what it costs.
Yeah,
and that's for the plan I
have,
have, which is not the plan I should be getting because I'd be able to do more.
Yeah. You don't get $100 worth of service, John. That's the problem.
No, right now, as a matter of fact, that little dot over here now is, it just turned yellow. Now it's red. Now it's back to amber. Yeah, it flips over there, and that's telling me what.
Like that.
Yeah, it just bothers me. It should be a solid green over there, and when it starts,
at least a green yellow.
If it starts flashing red, then I start worrying about, well, is YouTube getting a good clear picture? Is Facebook seeing me and stuff like that? That's,
John, I checked into it one time to find out how much a roll of fiber optic for 18 miles would cost. It was just under $10,000.
Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Not that bucket. Oh, that's it, mother pants. Damn. Are you
check under your mattress, John?
Yeah, check under my mattress. You know what's under my mattress? A whole bunch of x-rays of my back, so next time any doctor asks me, well, look at you. Yeah, no, here, take your pick. There's a bunch of x-rays.
Just so you don't have dirty magazines under there, John.
Oh, no, them days is gone, brother. Them days is gone.
I know.
I don't need magazines.
I sat down and...
I have a memory.
Sat down and kind of sat down and figured it up, figuring $25 an hour, man hours, and the truck and all that. And it came out to run 18 miles of fiber optic out here would probably cost CenturyLink, maybe $190,000.
That's why we need this infrastructure. Do you think that when they passed the rural electrification program that brought electricity to rural areas, we can do these major infrastructures, and yes, it's going to cost money. It's going to cost more money now because, CEOs, they require a lot of money just for them.
It's not free. It's got to come from somewhere. It's got to come from the taxpayers' dollars. That we got.
Yeah, but think about it. Back in the day.
But when you stop and think, the CEO, this district for CenturyLink that we're in, CEO at that time was getting $5 million as pay.
I want to know, and there's a lot of, there's quite a few CEOs out there who are in the $100 million bracket. What is so fucking special about your ass that you get paid that much money? Not including the perks you're going to get, because you're CEO and all that shit. It's.
Well, maybe
Go ahead.
John, that's maybe extra. That's maybe just extra cash they have in case they need to pay people.
It's called a rip-off of America.
Deal.
I don't know anybody else. I just, because I used it, it's in my head because I watched this little thing about it, about carbon capture. Remember? The oil and gas industry telling us, we're going to capture the carbon, and we're going to store it underground. We're going to put it back under the ground and all this. And then, look, hey, it's not only capture in storage, we're going to use part of it to produce more oil and gas. Yeah, it's all bullshit. And we did. I think it was. I don't know. Pick an oil company name. I think it was Chevron. I don't know. It could have been somebody else. $60 million the government gave them. That's our tax money to build a carbon capture little plant there that never did shit. Not from the time since 2017 when it was put online. Nothing. It's just. It's a way to it's like the Coke companies and all that coming out with this commercial nowadays. We're capturing all our bottles back. No, you're not. What you did is put out a commercial saying we're catching all the bottles back. No, we're catching all the carbon. No, you're not. You're getting subsidies from our government to try to develop something that you say is going to work that ain't working. We're not capturing any carbon. We're not storing it underground. We're researching it. We're developing it. We're going to get there one day. Yeah, one day. It's bullshit.
You know,
you know how to capture the carbon? Quit making it. What?
John, did you see that video from the fake Australian government with that cow?
Yes, I did. I love them.
Okay.
I love them.
I was wondering where you got that from.
I did. I watched that, and it sticks in my head.
I think I posted it in the
Cargon. Is that the name of the company that built the plant? I want to say Cargon. I can't remember for sure. To build this plant that captures carbon and doesn't do squat. Yes, honest government ads. Pretty good. It's like a Lincoln Project.
Carbon capture sounds a lot like the coal industry coming up with the new term clean coal.
It is exactly that. The clean coal. We're going to develop clean coal technology. Yeah. Yeah, look at old Bob's over there washing that piece of coal off right there. Look at him, a water hose there. Got him some soap. And Dawn, he's washing it with Dawn, right? Clean coal. We'll throw it right in there and burn the fuck out of it.
Hey, John.
Anyway, let me catch up real quick, TW, here, because Lady Freedom rocks, and indeed she does, came in with $2 and said, I like this. My body is union, and it's and on strike all the time. That's what my body is. No, I ain't going. Get your ass out there. Stop. Oh, wrong mouse. Thank you very much, Lady Freedom Rocks, and indeed you do. Ann Parks came in with a $25 donation and said, for my beautiful daughters. Well, thank you very much, Ann. We appreciate that very much. And indeed, I bet your daughters are very beautiful. And David Billings came in with $5 and said, if anybody wants to pay me $100 million a year, I promise to make Ted Cruz cry daily. I'll work for that money. If I had it, I'd pay you that just so I could watch Ted Cruz cry every day. That would be entertainment beyond for me.
Can we do that on the installment plan?
Oh, look at there. Steve from Georgia Stan, thank you very much. Just came in with a $10 donation. Steve, thank you. Thank you, brother, very much. We appreciate it.
No problem, my friend.
On today, I reposted a video from a few years ago.
Right.
Of Beto.
Beto O'Rourke?
Of him trying to kick Cruz to the curb.
I so enjoyed that race. I am so saddened that Beto lost that race. Y'all know it. I'm a big Beto fan to this day. The man is a powerhouse. He's what Texas needs. He will stand up for the rights of Texans and not try to walk all over them like the current administration is doing here in Texas and in the state legislature.
You know what, John? Yeah. I think given time, Beto will get in. I think it's about the
I think so.
As far as
He's not a quitter. He's not a quitter. He's going to keep coming back because he knows what our state is capable of. We've been blue before. Ann Richards, bless your heart. If there is a God, she's in heaven. Yes, her and Molly Ivins are up there just laughing their ass off at Ted Cruz and Greg Abbott.
Abbott.
Yeah. We used to be blue. And then in the census, and that's where it changes, baby. When we do the census, it provides the population numbers, which gives the state the ability to add a congressman. Oh, well, look, you got a whole lot more people here. You get 2 more congressmen. Rewrite your district. So whoever's in power, and it's been the Republicans ever since they did this, they gerrymandered the shit out of the districts. So and so everything that we get here in Texas, we have a Republican legislation here in Texas, and a governor and 2 senators, because it was designed to do that. Yes, Velda.
That's true. You get that. Also, that with the census, because of the population, we could also add 3 more justices.
We could
and
indeed.
We should.
We should.
Yeah.
I think we should go to, I want to say 12 or 11. Must be 11.
Bernadette
it's got to be.
Bernadette refreshed my mind. One time we had 12 and we had 14.
Yes, the 9 we settled on an arbitrary number of 9 for a while. There is nothing in the Constitution that declares how many people are on the Supreme Court. That's determined by us. And there used to be 9 federal districts in this country. Now we have 11 federal districts in this country.
That's why we should get more.
We should have more judges. Makes sense to me, because I don't see any way around this shit. If you let a blatant law like Texas pass, 6 weeks, most women, almost all women, don't even know they're pregnant at 6 weeks.
That's infuriating.
It is disgusting. It's an attack on a woman's right to control her own body. And it's disgusting on them in the Supreme Court failure to stand up and strike it down. Tells you everything about the makeup of that court. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
The decline in Texas all started with that swarmy little bastard Tom DeLay when he redistricted. That's been, 20 years ago, John?
Yes, Tom DeLay. They called him the Texas Hammer.
I remember yelling at the TV because he did it right in front of us, and we let the little bastard get away with it, too, man.
He did it with a finger in your face.
Yeah.
He didn't care. There was an outrage down here for that shit. Yep. Yes, Jennifer.
John, I'm just curious. I think I saw on TV tonight in CNN something about Nancy Pelosi or something. They're going to try to write something into a law or something that they're proposing that will do something with this.
With the Texas law, the abortion law?
Yeah, right.
Yes, I saw something. I have not read it yet, but I saw a headline that Nancy Pelosi is going to attempt to do something.
Codify Roe versus
Codify it.
Wade.
There you go. Which makes it.
Yeah.
I wonder if any executive order could squash this, Uncle John. Civics lesson.
That's what
Probably not, because it's a state law.
Federal, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was
thinking.
It's a state
law.
What's funny is, and I don't know if we've had this talk, but what's really funny is these people don't want to do this because they don't want to have the vaccine because they think they're going to be tracked. They don't want to have this because they don't want this because of this. Well, you know what?
We have 13.
Think about it.
That's right.
Think about it.
I knew it was an odd number. Go ahead.
You've got now, and I know you guys have had to do this. I've got to do this too. You go get your license now. You have to have a little star on your license so you can get on the plane to go travel.
Yep.
Now, tell me that isn't being a little fucking
government
dysfunctional.
control. They're tracking me with that little star.
Come on
they're
now.
accurate now.
Tell me.
Watching me everywhere
And
I
if
go.
they will deal with that, why can't they fucking deal with go get your vaccine then, dumbass?
I don't know, but I want to call out Brian Gilman because he's right. We have 13 federal districts. In my head, I was going, wait, we have 9. Wait, we go up. I know it's an odd number. No, it's not 12. Maybe it's 11, right? No, it's 13. So we should go to 13 judges to reflect the number of federal districts we have in this court. And Brian Gilman, thank you very much for. I'm not always right, baby. I try to be, but my brain don't always work the way it used to. But I'm as good once as anyway. I heard it so.
You do a good job, John.
And then y'all get quiet on me. Really?
I just got done saying. You do a good job, John.
I try. For somebody who has no idea what they're doing, I try. What?
Here's the thing. Only thing that does is women who have money,
Exactly.
have vehicles, that can keep their mouth shut and go to another state and just go to another state and have it done. The only thing
Exactly,
it
Bubba.
does is keep people, the poor and the colored,
Boxed in. You're exactly right.
boxed in.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is.
And so I would say if there's anybody out there that comes in and listens to this show, if you're an independent truck driver and have your own rig and your own trailer, boycott Texas. Do not pick up or deliver to Texas.
Yeah, but that would hurt Uncle John, wouldn't it? I mean, how would he get his goods and wares?
Yeah. How would I get
There's a lot of
I'm
good people
sorry.
in Texas.
I'm sorry. There's good people in Texas, but hey, sometimes you got to take a stand.
We. Yeah, I would not argue against you. It would serve us right to be boycotted in this state. Look what we are doing, because this state, this law here in Texas, it's going to progress its way, and it's going to be a form of a challenge to
It's going
Roe
to
v. Wade.
spider out.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, there's going to be
That was
more
the
states.
intention.
Oh, Texas did it. I'm doing it too. We're doing it too. Get that Bible out and thump somebody. It's sad. Tell me they're any different than the Taliban. Please, tell me.
Not.
You want to restrict women's rights to her own body, to her own bodily functions?
It's their own form of Sharia law.
Well, we're making Margaret Atwell proud. It's a throwback to The Handmaid's Tale. It's
Yes,
exactly
that's
what
exactly
it is, man.
what it is. To control you. It's not about the life of the child, believe me, because once that child
don't
takes a
care
breath,
about
they
the child.
give two shits about it.
They don't care.
Down here in
They get
Texas,
the morsel
everybody
of food.
strap on a gun. You're 18 years old, just go ahead and strap that 45 on, son. Just
And
go to
Texas-
town and dare somebody to take. What
Texas
could go
doesn't
wrong?
have health care for kids.
We don't give a
don't
shit
have-
about life. It's the birth part. It's thumping you with a Bible saying, God, you're killing God's creation. No, you're getting rid of a little pile of goo at that moment.
What state was it that they
It's
tried to
an
cut
amoeba.
back on?
It has always been when a child is viable, meaning it can live outside of the mother's womb.
Right.
Until then,
It's just an amoeba.
It's an
That's
amoeba.
all it is.
You know,
Exactly.
it is.
There's
Jesus.
a word for it.
And what really is frustrating here in Texas is there is no excuse for rape and incest. Really, Texas?
No.
Really? Rape or incest, and you're going to sit there and tell a woman, oh, you were raped? Well, you got to have this child. You're going to have to bear this child and love that child. Incest? Don't worry, your daddy will be right there. He'll
Anybody-
come visit all the time.
Anybody
Are you
tries to
shitting
help you, they can get hit with 10 grand. A bounty hunter
Yes.
will be on your ass. I
Yes.
mean, Jesus Christ, this thing
That's
really
gonna,
it's draconian.
That's going to hurt children
Can I
that
say
have been
something,
raped
John?
by families.
Go ahead.
That'll hurt children who have been raped,
Yeah.
are pregnant, that are 12, 13, 14 years old, that have no business having babies.
Yeah. You were going to say something, I think it was Ed?
Yeah, but it's just whatever happened to adoption. But instead of if it's just it's kind of, I mean, adoption is kind of like both pro-choice and pro-life. If you don't want the child, you can give it to someone that needs it. And it's just yes. I
There's
just
one
don't,
thing-
I don't know. It's just
Okay, the one thing is, since we've gone to having Roe versus Wade, also having a lot of birth control that is available to us as women, and teaching in a lot of schools that teach sex education, the true sex education, we have had a decrease in abortions, and the only abortions most are taking place of nowadays are ones where they are not going to be viable. There's going to be something wrong. It's going to be for the life of the mother. The child has died in vitro, and so forth.
Yeah.
So the mass women running to abortion clinics have them because we had one night fun. No, but here's
that's the thing. Nobody wants one.
Women. Okay, women can only be pregnant once a year. 9 months, and then 3 months later you can get pregnant again. But a man can go out every day for 9 months and impregnate a woman every day.
Every day, baby.
Why the hell
Hey.
aren't men getting their fucking junk clipped for that?
Need some Viagra? We'll
Oh,
send it
geez,
to you.
right. And most insurance covers Viagra.
Yes, they do. Yes, it does. Does it cover contraception? Some don't.
Nope.
That's that's a female thing.
Remember when Holly when arts and crafts store Hobby
Lobby.
Yeah.
was yelling their heads off about against our Christian beliefs of birth control.
Yeah, here's a little
drug here's the drug that was available at low cost to their members. Viagra.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we got pill in this country, everything from the depths of your depression to the heights of your erection. We can get you a pill for whatever the hell it is that you need.
The shot. Don't mess with my pecker, but don't go get a shot.
Yeah.
And made by the same company.
And two things. One is no woman wants an abortion. No woman wakes up and goes, gee, I wish I could just get an abortion today. Maybe I'll go get pregnant just so I can get an abortion. No, that's not it. These women are facing a dire consequence in their life, a life-changing. And you think you have the right to tell them what to do to change their life forever?
It's bad enough you have to agonize over such a life-changing event without having
something
that
you're going to live with the rest of your life.
Right.
A decision that you're not going to take that so lightly.
But if there is something wrong with that baby, you don't, necessarily, that's the reason you would have an abortion. If there was something wrong, or if, it's going to be, with like 3 heads or something, that there's the reason you would want to get rid of that.
Because the situation was in such that there was no viable choice.
None of us, could put ourselves in the shoes of another person.
Hello?
And that is what the basics of our freedom is here. And if a woman does not have the right within a 6-week period to control her own body, then you tell me where this country is going. Because if the Republicans have that,
what are they going to do about miscarriages?
Yeah.
We're going the wrong way.
And adoption, I think it was Kim Kindred just a little while ago was talking about there are over 400,000 kids in foster care right now. Right now. It's not an easy subject to deal with. So why would you... Yes.
Can you hear Velda right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Velda?
Okay.
Loud and clear.
I can hear her, but...
I can hear when she's not muted.
John can hear you. Yeah.
Velda, are you there?
I heard her. Yeah.
Velda, can't hear her now.
I can't hear her now.
Oh, there she went.
Yeah, she thinks she got knocked out. So.
Okay, if so, she should show up right back over here in the queue. Where's my mouse? There it is. Lord
While you're doing that, I'll give a shout out to my good friend Duncan up there. Hello, Duncan.
Hello, Steve.
How you doing, brother?
I'm hanging in there. That's all I can do.
I hear you, my man.
Not too smoky today, and it's not very hot yet. Going to heat up again. I think we're going to have one more heat wave before summer's coming to an end.
Catch a break, hopefully. And Uncle John, I steal some of your lines. I hope you don't mind that. I love your lines. If I ever do meet God, he better beg forgiveness.
I piss off a lot of people when I say that, but it's heartfelt.
I don't care.
I don't either.
It's a perfect line.
If you push me up against the wall, you already know that what if there is a God? He's got one chance to apologize. And I'm dead freaking serious. That sounds very heartless to a lot of people.
Well, if he's got control over everything, he's a mean SOB, Exactly. He's just mean.
I don't believe if there was
he doesn't give a fuck about
a merciful God that's a lot of us would not have gone through some of the pain that was unnecessary. And I have, people say, well, John, that's how come you have a whole hard time. You're holding a grudge. You can't live with that kind of pain all your life. Fuck you. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Because that kind of pain never goes away.
They try to rationalize it with Job and all that horseshit. That's a horrible story. It's a horrible story.
It is. Really?
Wipe out the dude's family, wipe out his livestock,
most of the stories in the Bible are not good stories, man. No. And somebody ends up dead, Somebody's always... And at one time, he killed everybody in the world except one family. you know.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Velda has her hand up if she wants to come back
I
in the thing.
see her over there. See if I can get her back in here. Discord has little glitches every once in a while. And there she is. Velda, can you hear us?
Down now, Uncle John.
I
You're doing
can,
good.
and I was in the middle of the greatest rant, and there was
She
nothing
was.
there.
It was a
She
great
was.
rant. I heard it telepathically.
And then it went away, and now I can't. I'm out
Squirrel.
of it. Oh.
Yeah, you can only do that once.
Sit there, Velda, and take notes. Have a little notepad.
You know, whenever you see me start my show with take two, it's not as good as what I just did and screwed up on. Because you can't recapture that. You can't go back and
You know what
get
you
that
do,
same
John?
passion that
Just-
you had just a second ago.
Hey, John, just take a tape recorder if they still make them. I guess they are. Take a tape recorder, and then if you screw up, just replay the tape. Like, oh, that's what I wanted to say.
Oh, I know when I screw up right in the middle. Right in the middle of whenever I'm
Well,
recording
it
the other
doesn't
day.
matter where you.
Yeah, I got a
Oh,
whole
no.
shitload of little outtakes over here. Screw up on what day it is. Screw up at, some little thing, some big thing.
Sometimes you might want to show your outtakes.
Yeah. That'll be the day
funny.
and make you cry.
I think that'd be a kick.
Y'all are mean. Yeah. Let's watch John make an idiot out of himself. That'll be fun. I want to
Hey, they're
thank
called
Catman.
they're-
Let me thank Catman56 who came in with another donation and said, one more point. Forcing a woman to have the baby, then when the new baby and the mother ask for help, those very people say no. Help for you? No, get a job.
You shouldn't have gotten pregnant.
What are you doing having kids you can't afford? You shouldn't have done that. Thank you very much, Keith.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They bark at one thing and they bark at another.
They call them hypocrites. And Linda Gallup came in with $5 and said, Greg Abbott and Ted Cruz are toilet bugs. Run Beto again, please. Texas needs new management, so to speak. Exactly how to speak. We need new management. Thank you, Linda Gallup, I'm sorry. And Johnny Fly, our own Johnny Fly in the room, came in with $5 and said, I think the women of America should stand up and fight this new Texas law. Make their voices heard with mass demonstrations. Enough is enough. I think it's coming, Johnny Fly. I think it's coming. This law passing in Texas is hitting the news, and it's hitting it big.
You may see Greg Abbott out there with in stirrups with them ready to cut his
put him
pecker
in
off.
the stocks. Go ahead, Bella.
Yes, ladies.
Yes,
It is
ma'am.
time to get our shit together, and it's time to march on the capital of Texas
Austin.
and protest from all over the United States.
Yeah.
And if you can afford to do it, go to Texas and protest with the women in Texas. I imagine the protests are going to start up, and they'll probably be posted online, and I say, let's do it.
I think that's a grand idea.
Yep.
Because what the law here in Texas is not only going to affect women in Texas, it's eventually going to affect everybody in this country. If we let this stand, it's an assault on a woman's rights. 6 weeks, really? Get them before they even know. That way we got them. They don't give a shit about a woman's life.
Yeah, they're very sneaky down there, John.
Yes, they are.
I noticed that. They do everything after you go to bed.
Oh, they try to do a lot of middle of the night stuff. Go ahead, Bella.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is that Roberts dissented against them.
Yes, John Roberts.
They should have put a pause on it.
Right. I agree.
They should have nullified it. Is what they should have done. They should have took the case and thrown it out. It's a bad law, and for them to not take
it's
any
an
action.
antiquated law.
It is.
Well, see, John, that's the reason why Trump put those conservatives in. This is what he wanted.
He said it himself. He wants conservative judges that were going to overturn Roe v. Wade, because that's the battle cry of the right. Abortion. We're doing it for the babies. We're trying to save the babies. How can you fight against that? We don't give a shit about the babies.
Guys, come on.
Democrats.
It's been in there so long.
Democrats care a whole lot more about babies than Republicans ever will. They don't give a shit about babies. They just concerned with that fetus. That's it. The second, third pregnant, God had planted a seed in you, and by God, you're going to have it. Yes, brother?
They're not even concerned about the fucking fetus. They're not even concerned about that.
No, it's
because
just an
you can't
issue.
get a lot of places, even in Texas, you can't get prenatal care because you're poor.
Hey,
They
baby's
don't
already
have
alive.
that backup.
Yeah, you know. Sorry.
Okay,
Kid's yours.
so-
Got to take care of it. Get a job.
But the thing is, what it is to, maybe it's to raise the population so that they have workers that can't talk back.
Oh, I'm sure there's some guy in a think tank somewhere that has that exact idea in mind. Probably somebody like Stephen Miller. You know.
Think about it. They want that kid born, but then when that kid actually says, "You know what? I'm not going to vote for you." Well, screw you. I am not giving you jack shit. Then
No.
that's basically.
No, it's left up to us, and that's why we helped Dominic. That's how come we helped.
John?
Yes, go ahead.
I just want to let you know, Jeremy has his hand up. I don't know if he was kicked out.
Oh,
of
he
the room
must
or
have been. He must have been. I'm sorry.
He got kicked.
He got kicked.
There he is.
There he is. He's back. Discord. It throws people out randomly. Just like, here, take this, whack. I'll distract you. And anyway.
Oh,
Speaking.
getting back to New York.
Yes.
One of the things that news broadcast that I was watching said in what's the park? Central Park.
Yes.
It was 3 inches an hour.
Yes,
down
I saw
forth.
that. 3 inches in 1 hour.
An hour.
Wow.
And it went on for several hours.
That it's a devastating storm.
And back to the
They're
kid
getting
thing,
rain in the
wasn't
east,
there
and
a
they're getting
state
fires
just
in
now
the.
that tried to roll back their free lunch program, saying it made the kids too greedy to
Oh,
get
yes.
free lunch?
Yeah, give them free
And
lunch.
they
They
said
don't
they
want
had to
it.
roll that
Yeah.
back because
Yeah.
people protested so much, saying you assholes, and they stopped doing it.
Yes, they will try to cut any social program they can. That's what the Republicans do. Republicans pass laws that benefit rich people because that's who donates to Republicans. But don't think the Democrats are different. We got Joe Manchin. I don't want to vote for this. This is just too much money.
I'm going to block this. It's ridiculous.
Well, he
John,
votes okay. Go ahead.
If we did stuff like that to the Republicans, they'd be crying and belly aching right off the bat. But boy, it's okay.
The
when they do it to
Republicans
us,
will
we
do
have good
anything
mind on that.
and not have any conscience about it at all. You let the Republicans back in, you bet your ass they're going to get rid of the filibuster. Get rid of the filibuster, we'd be doing everything the Republicans vote on doing. That's the way it runs. So if we don't do it now and get rid of the damn filibuster, you bet your ass if the Republicans take over in 2022, it's one of the first things they're going to do. Because we can play that same game. No, I object, and I'm going to my office over here. It's I'm filibustering. I'm going to go get me a Coke. Y'all, filibuster.
I'm going to go get me a sandwich and sit on my fat butt.
Hey, John, what they'll do is they're going to try to impeach Joe Biden. But I think if my ears heard correctly today, McCarthy said that he doesn't think they should impeach Biden. I almost fell over when I heard that. Is that the same guy?
Well, not McConnell.
Oh,
Excuse me.
McConnell. Okay. Because I was going to say,
excuse me,
McCarthy would do that in a heartbeat.
Well, it's because all of these Republicans, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lowen Bopart, are basically bitching because they want him gone because they're being called nutcases.
We're going to have the opportunity to throw them all out in 22.
When they appointed Liz Cheney vice chair of the January 6th Select Committee, Marjorie Taylor Greene went that's on Twitter. She says Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger must be thrown out of the GOP conference.
Yeah. It's because they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, they're standing up.
Well, you know what? I'm sick of hearing people saying, and this is the thing, they already have a defeatist attitude from the start. They'll say, oh, well, statistics show us that the midterms we're going to have the Republicans take over. bullshit. I don't want them taking over. Let's all stand up and vote and do our job, do our civic
Who
duty.
takes over will depend upon who gets out and votes. That's what it boils down to. And the Republicans, especially down here in Texas, are trying to do their best to keep anybody from voting. You know, they don't want they want a quality vote, not a quantity type vote. You know what I mean? Yeah. You want to be able to have good, white, hard-working people. But you don't know about
I wanted to tell you about Adam Kinzinger, his tweet back to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Well, evidently, in your mind, the conference is more comfortable with maybe bloodshed and Jewish space lasers. We will see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The vaccine works, too.
Good. I'm glad they're taking pot shots at her. You know, that's the clown car of the Republican Party. The Lauren Boebert, the Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Matt Gaetz, the Gomart down here in Texas. There's a list of them. Anyway, they don't give a shit. They're just out there to create havoc, create scandal, or talk about scandal, or be outraged about this, or be outraged. It's a game for them, and I'm tired of it. Anyway, Tammy Ames came in with a donation, our own Nan Lovely. Thank you very much, and said, "Time to burn our bras again."
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, hold on. I'll light the light. Hey, got one. Yes, women need to stand up, baby. But not only women, men.
Donate.
Men need to stand up for this too. Not that, just don't pass it off on the women. We should stand up too. This is a human right. This is a basic body. The right to control your own body. What the Republicans call freedom.
That's scary, John, when they can reach into people's private lives and say, well, you can't do this with your body or whatever. And my concern is, what if they try to reverse same-sex marriage?
They will attempt to. It'll be on the docket.
John,
it's part of the agenda, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, they're telling us that we have to let them intrude into our bodies, that we are not in control of our bodies. Those bloody fucking hypocrites running around. Well, I don't want to take a shot because it'll violate my personal space and my body.
It's my body. Yeah. It's my choice.
It's the same goddamn thing.
Not to them. It's the same way with the mask. They're holding up signs. My body, my choice. Really? Really? You hypocrite, two-faced assholes, you. The irony is lost on them. They don't understand.
John.
Yes. What?
I saw a post today.
Huh?
You know, that new law, you can go out and sue somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
They said everybody ought to go out and sue Walmart because they sell coat hangers.
Hey, I know what you do with them coat hangers. You're out there in a garage somewhere having a side business. I bet women are lined up down the block just coming in there screaming, I want one. Yeah. Yeah, we should. We should come up with a ridiculous something like that to emphasize just how stupid they're
John?
Huh?
Bernadette has her hand up.
I didn't know Bernadette was in here. Where did Bernadette?
Yeah, she is, just now.
Oh, God, here comes sister, and she's going to be on a roll.
Shit. Now, y'all be nice. Y'all be nice. Don't poke her with a stick. Don't. Hi, Bernadette.
Bernadette, turn loose.
Go ahead.
I just got home from a teacher's meeting with Dominic's teacher, so that's why I wasn't here. I apologize for that. I have scheduled future meetings on Fridays. Okay, that being said,
fine. Missed my beer and Bud Friday.
Come walking into this story, and one of the first things I saw on the internet when I got home was another YouTuber that's called Now This News. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They have posted something that I just want to read, and I want people to really understand what's going on here. I think this is important what they're saying. They are there's a dating app company called Match Group, which is swiping left on Texas for their massively restrictive anti-abortion law. And what this Dallas-based company is saying, they are the parent organization of dating apps like Tinder and OkCupid and Hinge. They circulated
All my
an
favorites.
internal memo announcing the formation of a fund that would help Texas-based employees and their dependents with expenses that they would need to seek abortions out of state. In an internal email obtained and reported by the Dallas Morning News, the CEO, her name is Shar Dubney, stressed how the company is usually not involved in political issues that aren't relevant to their business, but added in this instance, she personally, as a woman in Texas, couldn't keep silent. Now, she immigrated to Texas more than 25 years ago, and she described the state's law, SB 8, as draconian. It's more aggressive than most of the world, including India.
That's
Okay,
true.
if you can imagine that. Their company is putting up money to help women go out of state, and she's like, I don't give a shit what you guys do. This is a draconian law. We are sending women back to the Stone Ages where they died just getting an abortion, okay, from things like coat hangers. And if these fucking Republicans think that they're going to run around and holler, not my body, my rights, not my body, my rights, my body, and that applies to everything, including COVID, except for a woman's body, I got news for them. Just like I ain't going back to slavery, I ain't going back to abortions either. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'll even donate. Come sue my ass.
Indeed. Indeed. This is not.
Come on. John, one of the things I think is that people should boycott Texas for this bullshit. I got a sister about to go down there for a conference, and I'm about to tell her company, y'all should find another
Find
place
another
to
location.
go.
No, I would not. I would not disagree with a boycott on this state. I love my state. Don't ever get me wrong. I love Texas. Texas has a lot to offer. We have a lot of great people in this state.
How on the same day do they pass?
I lost you, Bernadette. On the same day, September. Yes, a lot of new shit kicked in on September 1st. Bernadette, you there? Oh,
she dropped.
Yeah.
Might have to bring her.
I got her.
She got her hand up.
I was going to say, Rachel had a story on that last night. There's a lot of groups putting money together to.
You know why? Because while this issue is being debated, or actually not debated since it was passed, it cleared the Supreme Court, there are women today, tomorrow, that are going to need help. And while we try to address this situation, in the meantime, there are people in need.
This did not clear the Supreme Court. Those fuckers didn't even bring it up.
Oh, they voted 5-4.
They voted not to bring it up, to ban this fucking law, or to even put it on a stay until it could be brought up. And they
it will
did not take the issue up. Oh, it's going to be, because
it is. It will be brought
there are
up.
people already ready to sue the state of Texas for passing this law. Now, the other thing that I was going to say was, how the hell do they pass something like this and pass the right to carry a fucking gun without a permit in the same damn time? How the fuck do they do that shit,
Because they love
John?
life? Pro-life?
No,
Is that what they are?
no,
Pro-life. Yeah, pro-life.
no.
That's what it is.
No, because see, they say guns don't kill people. People kill people. But you've just given everybody in the state of Texas the right to carry a fucking gun.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong with this?
1700. Everything.
If you want to strap on a 6-gun like the Old West, baby, and tie it onto your leg, go do it, baby. You want to carry around an AR-15 over your shoulder there? No problem. You know?
What the hell is wrong with Greg Abbott.
He is tied in with this whole, the same thing that's wrong with Ron DeSantis and the rest of the right-wing nut job society. They're ate up with this Trump shit. They want to go full bore right-wing nut job on the whole damn country. You think I'm kidding when I say they are very comfortable being the American Taliban? You bet your ass they are. They are fascist. They want to take all the resources and all the money. They want to decide who's going to get that money. And it ain't going to be your ass.
They want in Texas legislature, including Greg Abbott, wants to pass a law telling women how they can dress now, too. Oh, you can't come out the house with a skirt.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's a red cloak and a white hat. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming.
They're pretty close to being
here's where you're
the Salem Witch Project.
Right.
It's not coming. It's here.
Let me see. That's not all. We got the constitutional carry. We got the new voter restriction laws down here in Texas.
Because what he said was he wants to give women something that they don't have to fucking think about. Excuse me? Which a dress code?
Yeah, you don't want to be turning on men, being a distraction, being all good looking and all that
Then
stuff.
maybe men should be held just as accountable for a woman getting her abortion as much as a woman or anybody else who's helping her.
Well,
I'm fucking pissed about this shit here.
How many fatherless kids do we have in this nation? We have a lot of them. We have a lot of them in this country. Men get, they go poke their pecker somewhere and walk off. That's it.
Yeah,
you own it. How about them fucking being responsible for it?
Hey, if men could get pregnant, there'd be an abortion clinic on every corner.
Well, that's what I say, John, too. It's like, hey.
An abortion clinic would be like drive-through at Burger King.
Well, why is it one... Okay.
It goes back
I will say this, and I'm going to say it very calmly, John. People in this country better wake the fuck up. We are losing our rights left and right.
You mean
and it
freedom?
Don't matter which side, we are losing our rights. We are losing our rights.
And the ignorant people on the right don't realize that they're voting against to take away their own rights while they scream freedom and liberty and all that shit.
By the time that they figure it out,
it's too late,
going to be too goddamn late.
Indeed it is.
That'll be the time when they'll figure it out when they come for their goddamn guns.
Can anybody tell me how we got Roe versus Wade in the first place? Does anybody remember what happened then? And how this country, we got it. Not only did we march, Velda, we sat on the fucking steps of the damn Supreme Court until they gave America what America wanted.
Maybe that's what we need to do again.
Hey, John.
No, it's not maybe. It's what we need to do.
Yeah.
John, they need to make sure that the men who get these ladies pregnant and then drop them like a rag, they need to be responsible and be made to be the and support them.
Ain't gonna be happening.
How many women has Trump forced into a fucking abortion?
In the state of Texas, even people that have child support payments. You should see the list in Texas of the people that are late or haven't made child support payments. There's a whole list of people out for arrest because they ain't making child support. So if you're putting us huge, and we can't emphasize that enough, this enormous responsibility on a woman's head, while you sit back and you laugh about it, you brag about it in your congregation at church or whatever, while you save the babies but destroy a family.
And the moment she has a baby, what do they do to her and that baby?
They turn their back on her. They could give two shits less. Let me catch up here real quick because I'm way behind. Tim Torkelson came in with $5 and said, Texas sinned against women. Everyone should know. Let's fight against such evil. Pull on your oar and row versus Wade. GOP equals hypocrites. And oh, by the way, fuck Trump. Tim always like to throw that in there. Yes, this is something that we all have to. This is not just a women's issue. This is a civil issue. This is a personal freedom issue. Women should not have to stand up by themselves to demand this shit. Men have to do the same damn thing.
No, but we said that about Black Lives Matter, that black people shouldn't have to stand up by themselves. Y'all, this country needs to wake the fuck up.
Yes, they
do.
do.
Something I want to add on this.
Okay,
My brother was a whore. He had 9 children, and he has never, ever paid any child support. If you have a recurring man that goes out and keeps getting women impregnated, those guys should be nipped in the bud. They should be snipped.
The TW
Whack their pecker
he got
off.
knocked out.
Okay, I'm going to have to wrap up the show here. I see Gary is in there too. I didn't see him in there. And let me thank
Uncle John.
Let me thank Tracy Tobias for coming in with a $5 donation and said, freedom doesn't come without responsibility towards your fellow Americans. Tracy Tobias, I could not say it better. Your freedom doesn't come without the responsibility to your fellow neighbors, your fellow man in this country and in this world.
Fellow woman.
Or your fellow woman. This is, we stand up together. That's what we do. Anyway.
We're at the precipice.
Let me see.
Roe versus Wade.
Let me see. Gary, did I get you in here?
Yeah, I'm in here.
How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Roe versus Wade. Remember the girl that sued in that case? She lied in court. She said that before she died of cancer.
I believe I remember seeing that story. I believe I remember seeing that a while back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was based on this.
Mm-hmm. I had to get that in there.
Gary, I hate to do this. I really do. I've got some noise out there in the living room, and I'm going to have to end the show. I wish you would have gotten in here a little earlier. Please come back and visit us, because we'd love having you in there for discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for having me in the show tonight, Uncle John. I appreciate
Steve, I enjoyed the shit out of any time you come by. Really do.
A lot of good people in the YouTube chat.
We have a great family here.
Great crowd. Great crowd. I appreciate every one of you.
Thank you, Steve. And let me see, Jeremy, thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it tremendously.
Thank you.
There you go. TW, always a pleasure. How's Mark?
Hey. Oh, we're doing good. We're out here in the doggy park right now. So.
Good.
And just to let you know, we're going to be holding the meeting probably at my site tonight. If you guys want to all come on by.
Okay. Well, anybody wants to come by and visit over there at TW's place, go by there on the Discord. What's the name of your place?
It's just the TW server.
TW.
The ranch house.
There you go, the ranch house. There you go. All right, then. And Sparky Dunk. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to get a cough right in the middle of this shit. Ain't that bad?
Yeah, John. Hey, TW, send Steve from Georgia Stan a invite.
Okay, we will do.
Yeah, we enjoy the company over here. Spark, thank you for being here, and I'll try to make it the right night next time. I'll just try to remember.
Night.
Yes, it's Friday
night. Tomorrow night.
I'll get there, brother. I'll get there. I can't believe I did that.
Too much going on, man.
I mean to tell you, I just went straight from my rant thinking I had to get on Robin's show, and by God, I got to get in there, and holy shit, I can't get in. What's this shit? They ain't letting me in.
It happens.
I was listening to her on the show, and then I thought, God damn, how can I get in here? Anyway, Spark, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate it.
Hey, big guy. Hi.
And Johnny Fly. Thank you, brother, for coming in. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me in. And I'm just curious, if anybody wants to, we still have the Blue Room chat rooms also.
Yes, the Blue Room is open. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's where I usually try to go for anybody that isn't part and wants to join the Blue Dot family. That's where they can come in and find us at the Blue Room, and you can join the conversation just like we have here. Except it won't be on the show. We'll have it all private and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to, yes, come by and join the conversation. We'd love to have people.
We don't have any neighbors listening.
Yeah. Oh, I invite my neighbors to listen. I want to listen all the time to every word I have to say. Anyway, to the ladies of the evening, oh, that didn't sound nice. No.
That was good.
Oh, Lord.
Say that's right there is when you go, okay, cut that out. We ain't doing that.
Don't dig yourself a hole.
Yeah, I'm trying to rephrase that now. I can. It's just like
It's out there, brother.
I know it's done. It's
You
a done
have
deal.
0 thumbs down, John.
I have how many?
0.
None. Really?
Wow.
You ain't watching? Wow. Shit.
There was 2 when
Yeah,
I went in there. There was 2 down when I.
Well,
went in
that's
and,
what got me the other day. I had 18 down. The next morning I woke up and it was only 10 down, and now it's down to 9 down. And I don't know. It's going back in there.
Must have been the dude in the YouTube chat trying to save everyone.
Yeah.
110 thumbs up.
Outstanding. So, go ahead, Velda.
It could have been that. Maybe it could have been they did like the show tonight because
Maybe
it was
it's maybe
probably
so.
something relative.
Probably because of the fine personalities that we have on this show. Where else are you going to find such fine entertainment? This group, this panel right here, this knowledgeable, entertaining, it all comes together right here. Thank you, Velda, very much for being a part of it.
I love it.
Thank you,
I
baby.
love being here.
And Bernadette.
Hey, Steve, go ahead and accept my friend request. That way I can add you into the room tonight.
All righty. I'll try to do that. And Bernadette.
Yes.
Thank you, darling. I love
Sorry,
it.
I came in
love it
hot
when
and
you
heavy.
bring the passion, baby. Don't apologize for that shit.
That's okay. We love it.
Yeah. Yeah. We warn people. We should put a. I need to make a button. It just says, hold on to your britches. I love it, baby. Because it comes from the heart. And your passion is our passion. And you're right. We need to do this. We need to have that passion in our heart, in our soul.
And I want to thank you, John, for doing this and giving us all a platform. And I want to thank everybody that I did not thank in the super chats today because I was busy. But thank you guys for donating to this show.
Indeed.
You are what helps to keep this place popping. Okay, and as long as we have a voice, we're going to all stick together
Indeed.
and do this.
Indeed. Because the fight is coming. You know,
Because we got a republic as long as we can keep it.
there you go. Wise words. It's a republic as long as you can keep it. And that fight goes on every time. So 2022 it's an extremely important year. We already see down here in Texas what a Republican legislation would do across this country. We can't allow that to happen. We have to stand up. We have to
And
stand
Gavin
up for
Pohl
the
is up.
freedoms that
Gavin
they
Newsom
talk
is
about.
up in the polls here in California, so Cali voters keep doing your things, sending ballots in.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Don't want Larry Elder or anybody else up there. We need Devin Nunes. Devin Nunes. I said it again. Gavin Newsom. God. Somebody, see, there should be a bolt of lightning come from the sky right about now and strike my ass.
Close, Tom.
It's an in name.
I have the same problem with Karen Van White.
Newsom and Nunes is very
I
similar.
know it's similar, and you get one in your
we'll
head. and you-
forgive you because you're in Texas.
That's it. I'm from Texas. I throw my I throw my body at the mercy of the court. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in and joining the conversation tonight. I want to thank all of you in our YouTube family and our Facebook family. Thank you so much for coming by and spending some of your time with us and being a member of this and being involved in the social issues of our day, because they're not only the social issues of our day, they are going to be the social issues of those future generations coming behind us. So we have to try to do the best we can do while we're here. And anyway, I want to thank all y'all for coming in and tonight. Mañana is hey, Beer and Bud Friday. Beer and Bud and Robin Cajun. Beer and Bud Friday tomorrow. So as the saying goes, put the beer on the ice and put the bud in the bowl. Let's get ready to have a good weekend. I hope there's going to be a lot of suffering all across our country.
Labor Day weekend,
John,
I believe, John.
Yeah.
Put it this way, John. If you remember that Beer and Bud Friday is on Friday, you need to remember that it's Robin's show on Friday.
Yes. I don't know
Yeah,
how I got to get my signs ready here.
I think this is Labor Day weekend too. So
it is indeed. So enjoy yourself if you can, but please do remember that there are people suffering across this country. There are going to be places that you can donate to assist with those that are suffering through the disasters out in the west with the fires, down in the south with the hurricane coming in, and with the north when it was going out. There's a lot of people hurting, and so please keep them in your thoughts, and if you can, help out where you can. I want to thank again all those who donate to this show. It keeps us on the air and helps pay the bills, baby. We appreciate it tremendously. I I really take a lot of pride in this. I think shows like mine, like Robin Kincaid, like Tim Cormall, like Leo Sahaki, or so many, Virginia Woodley, everybody, every voice, and you, Gary.
And people like Aaron Trump.
Yes.
It's what makes America run, you guys.
It's the voices, the common voices that we have to keep raising, or we won't be heard. So we need to speak in unison. Anyway, all that other kind of shit. That sounds good. What?
Republicans are no longer pretending they limit how low they will sink.
No,
to harm
baby.
and disrespect women. Nancy.
Nope. They'll go as low as they can, and like you said, there is no limit to it. Anyway, I thank you all for being here. We'll be back here on Sunday night for another Blue Dot family meeting. So please come by and join us. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night,
everybody. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody, and thank you for being here. And we'll see y'all later. Put a smile in your heart. Put one in somebody else's face, and you'll have one in your heart too. Anyway, all that kind of stuff. Be kind to each other. Anyway.